You also mention in the book, Susan, that if we take time, as we'll use relationships as an example because that's pretty universal, but people will feel abandonment in relationships and then they'll take a long break from it thinking that they need time to heal, and then they go back into a relationship, and in that time span their fears under the surface have actually grown.
Yes, because it turns out that fear incubates instead of dissipates over time. And this is something that has been demonstrated in laboratory experiments with animals of other species, that in the absence of taking care of an issue while we avoid it, the fear that we're avoiding tends to get worse. So what happens is we go through a breakup, and of course, at first we're gun-shy because it's so painful, and we're afraid to get hurt again. And we hear all of this advice from many people, therapists, friends, who say you must wait until you're completely healed before you start a new relationship. So we wait and we wait and we wait, but we still have fear and apprehension, and we still pine a little bit for the other person. And so we keep waiting, and what we discover is the longer we wait, after a certain period, the more resistant and afraid we get. So then when we try to get into another relationship, much to our surprise, we're having all of this insecurity and overreaction, and we feel, I didn't wait long enough. I should have, I'm not ready for a relationship. And our friends and therapists may even tell us that, well, you're not ready, you're overreacting. The truth is, maybe we waited even a little too long because we allowed the fear to incubate, and we allowed some of the fears and the feelings to fester because we didn't have a working laboratory, a new relationship to kind of work them out with.
But it doesn't sound like you're condoning the rebound, like break up with someone and then 2 days later you have a new partner.
No, I don't condone someone rushing out to replace a partner because there is a natural grief process, and it's very important to go through the grief process and to really get in touch with all the feelings and work them through. But the part that I try to emphasize is that life itself is therapy, life itself is recovery, and a great place to begin to work on all of those feelings that are bound to come up. You've been hurt once, you're afraid it'll happen again, so there will be some more fear and anxiety when you approach a new relationship. But to work on it while opening up and reaching out to new people, and while being out there in the world, actually living your life and working through your fears rather than avoiding life and avoiding your fears.